So this is JRV and you are watching my Portal walkthrough. This is stage 13, the first stage where you get to use both portal guns. Well, the first stage where you really actually have to think about using both portal guns. It goes through basic momentum and like cube usage. It's pretty simple, honestly. It takes me a little bit because I'm not used to the full. I'm not used to using both portals. I'm not used to the whole like basics of the gameplay, but I get used to it as I go through. Basically, in this one, you got to get that little orb thing into that, I guess, target, and it makes the platform move. And then you gotta use a portal to jump onto the platform from the roof, and then set both cubes on each button. I don't figure that out yet, though. So you get to see me in action, acting like a moron. You know, that's good television, I guess. Jackass makes millions of dollars acting like retards. Maybe I'll get millions of dollars for acting like a retard on Portal. Like, too cute. Like, really, at this point, it doesn't even come into my head. Like, I don't even think about 2 buttons, 2 cubes. Doesn't even come to my mind. I'm just like, portal, shooter thingy, target. I'm just like completely going through the motions at this point. I'm not even thinking. I'm not thinking with portals at this point, as they say. But that's something that comes with continually playing the game, I guess. As you'll see later, I start getting faster with it. That's the really thing about this game that I like. It's no action, no like stereotypical levels and all that. It's all just using your brain. And for someone like me, I really like a game like that makes you actually think. That's why I've played like the original Half-Life like 3 times now. I'm actually running through it right now. But since there's a million other Half-Life walkthroughs on the internet, I didn't feel like actually doing one. And it doesn't really need one. It has puzzles too, like Portal, but they're not nearly as difficult as Portal's puzzles. You can see me, I even activated that thing and I still don't even... I completely ignore it. I'm like, why won't this button go? Like at this point, I was literally thinking, alright, then it's not this button, I must have to use that one. And I don't even think about the possibility of needing to put both buttons down. Those skills right there. And what? And then finally at this point it clicks. And jump. Alright, and it's at this point where I start getting a grasp of what exactly I should be doing. I finally see that ceiling tile up there, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense. So yeah, a little slow at first, but... and a little slow right there, but... I'm getting the hang of it. Yeah, I'm really trying to get this walkthrough over with, because it's taking a lot of memory on my computer. Memory that I need to download Project Reality for Battlefield 2. And I'm going to start trying to upload some videos of that because it's an awesome mod. And I think anyone with Battlefield 2 should probably be trying to play that right now. Or if you don't even have Battlefield 2, it's a really good reason to buy it, even if you don't like the core gameplay of Battlefield 2. Project Reality is pretty amazing. You can go check it out yourself, but enough about that, more about Portal. So, enough of that stage, in the elevator. And we wait more. And we're waiting. Really nothing to talk about at this point until I'm actually doing challenges, so sorry about that. Alright, which stage is this? Alright, stage 14. Oh, this one. This one took me about a couple of minutes before I had any idea what I was supposed to be doing. So, well, you watch me screw around with this. I don't know. Basically, the whole idea of this mission is you gotta use momentum from the wall up there to get that cube, and then use the cube to get the platform moving, or to put on that button, and then you go through more areas of the stage, and you'll finally reach the particle, the little particle shooter, and you have to put a portal up there, go all the way through, shoot another portal to get the portal to go through that into that target. And then once you do that, this little platform that I'm looking at right now will go down, and then you go into the next level. Of course, I don't figure that out for a long time because I don't realize. I knew the cube had something to do with it. I knew I had to get the cube, but I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get it first or if I had to do something to get the cube. Because I didn't realize till way later on that there was like a small area behind the cube, or not behind the cube, but like on the opposite side of the room, where you had to actually use momentum from jumping off that staircase. I was like, why is that staircase keep going up and down? And then I realized that you need to use that drop right there from the staircase to get momentum and launch yourself to the cube. And I can't really remember how long this took me, but I guess it took me a lot longer than I first originally thought. It's one of the longer Portal videos. 13 minutes because my account finally got upgraded. I can now upload videos longer than 15 minutes. Just as long as 15 minutes. I'm not exactly sure what the limit is, but I'm assuming it's somewhere around 20 to 30 minutes. That's what I would guess. I'd love to upload a video that long, but talking for 30 minutes seems kind of that's a daunting task. Unless I'm doing it while I'm playing, which I'm going to try to do, but it's surprisingly hard. The problem with recording your voice while you play it is that I record with Audacity, so I can use all the features like noise removal. Like, you hear my voice right now, it doesn't have any static or anything in the background. It's because I do a lot of stuff in the actual editing program to remove the background noise. And if I record my voice with Fraps, you don't get any of that nice voice quality. You get that buzzy stuff in the background. So, in order to actually record my voice and play the game at the same time, I have to open Audacity in the background, turn it on, and then reopen the game. Like, I have to minimize the game, turn on Audacity, reopen the game, and then hope that my voice is recording in the background while I'm playing and that it's not recording anything else except for my voice. So it gets a little complicated at that point. If you have any suggestions for how to do that better, I would like to hear them, honestly, because I'm pretty stumped if that's all I can see. That's the best way I can see of doing it. I'm going to try to do that. But the problem with doing that is that then I'd have to go a straight 15 minutes of play and talking at the same time. And it's rare that I actually get that much time without any interruptions. Like, the problem with why these take so long is that I get maybe like 5 minutes of commentary before someone walks in the room and screws it up, so I have to keep stopping. So it's hard for me to just do like a 15-minute bit of talking. Like this thing right now, I had to stop and edit this like 3 or 4 times already and cut into myself talking again because people would walk into the room and I'd have to stop the video because they're walking around like stomping like fucking Bigfoot. And that no one wants to hear that shit in the background. So I do that all for you guys. No, seriously though, if you have any suggestions for how to record my voice while I'm playing, that would be really nice. And finally done with that stage. Aperture Science Elevator. This stage, I don't believe I get through the entire stage in this video. But this is a pretty difficult stage compared to the previous ones. First of all, it's really freaking long, and it requires a lot more thought. Like, the learning curve from this stage, or it's either this stage or it's the stage after this stage. But one of these stages, it might be the stage after, but the learning curve just completely jumps from the previous ones. Like, it's like super easy stuff, and all of a sudden, like, bam, hard as shit. Yeah, I think it's this one.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities.
I guess it's not really hard as shit. It's kind of hard. It's hard when you're first doing it, and then you look back at it, it doesn't look that hard. But most puzzles don't seem that hard when you come back to it. Like after you've already figured it out, they're a lot more hard when you're actually doing it. So anyway, this one isn't. I think I figured this out pretty quickly. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, first you gotta catch the portal. You gotta set a portal out here, or one in there obviously, You gotta set a portal right there. You gotta set a portal right there, then one right here to launch it into the room. And yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, a little timing. You'll notice in the later puzzles, it's all about timing, less than like, well, I guess it's more of both, but it's more based on timing things instead of straight up just figuring out a puzzle. Gives the game less of a chess feel and more of a tactics feel kind of thing. Like not just straight puzzle, but more action oriented because you have to time things quickly and stuff. This little momentum game took me a while. What you basically got to do is you launch through that, you launch through the hole, and then you gotta shoot another hole and gain even more momentum. So you gotta jump through here, go, and then shoot a hole right there as you're shooting down, shoot the second portal, and then with that extra speed and momentum, you'll be able to launch over the wall. Of course, I don't figure that out instantly. Yeah, so see, I just cut there. I had to stop for like 10 minutes because someone walked in the room. About to cut right now just to see, just to show you if I can do this pretty smoothly. It's so dull that I'm talking about editing while I'm doing the video. It's like 10, it's like 11 o'clock at night right now because it's the only time I have to actually do this. People are constantly all over my house at every other time of the day. Really need to move out. Oh, finally figured it out. There we go. There's actually an edit because I was so unbearably stupid here that it took me like 5 minutes. I was like, I'm not gonna make them watch me run around like an idiot for another 5 minutes. I'm just gonna cut it. So yeah, you gotta set a portal on each side and then use the rebounds to get it into there. I kept setting the portal on the actual bounds and I was like, why isn't this working? I was like, oh wait, I'm a moron. But I eventually figured it out. And then use my awesome, amazing skills to get back over the wall. And by awesome, amazing skills, I mean the same momentum game that for some reason misses there, but then I do the exact same thing again and it works. Don't exactly understand how that happened. Ooh, this part's fun. I mean, my ill fate at the hands of bad timing. So yeah, you get to watch me die at this point, if that's fun to you. So basically, you gotta shoot a portal right there, and then you gotta shoot another portal on that side of the map. Ooh, me dead. Anyway, so yeah, you gotta shoot a portal across the hallway on the other side. Then you gotta jump on it, jump to the other platform, and then shoot a portal through the other room. That would be my chihuahua if you heard that, because we have guests and she intends on barking at everything. So anyway, that was part 3 of my portal walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.